Hello, Paul here in Nashville, Tennessee. It's May 17th, 2015, and earlier in the spring I grafted this little branch onto this big tree, and this little branch comes from a really great pear tree that I go by on my way to the gym. And one year we came by it and there was loads and loads of wonderful pears on it. And so I thought to myself, well, I really like that pear tree. And then I had this Bradford pear, which is an ornamental pear tree, and it has pretty flowers in the spring, and that's its only job. It doesn't really do anything useful besides, well, you can climb it. That's really fun. But it's not really useful for anything. And so I thought, well, it would be nice to come by the driveway and see pears on my pear tree. So I grafted this on. I grafted a bunch of them, and I think I did it a little too early. There's a previous video if you want to reference that. But look, it stayed, and it's growing, and it's doing really well. And
do you want to mention about what happens with the Bradford pears commonly around here?
Yeah, with the Bradford pears, they break. They get so big, and the branches get so heavy that they break, and they're an exotic invasive, which means that they sort of take over the whole planet. And the birds propagate them somehow, and they cause a lot of allergies and problems in people too. They're otherwise just useless. Very poor decision for a landscape plant. But now we can take these Bradford pears that are already planted, that we don't like and don't want, we cut all the branches off and graft in a bunch of pears, and we'll have pears. And everyone will have pears. The whole world will have pears. Wouldn't that be wonderful? A world with pears. Lots and lots of pears. Because, you know, if you go to Whole Foods, it's $4.99 plus tax for pears, organic pears. But these would be better than organic pears because you can go out and pick them when they're very, very ripe. And you can ripen them on the tree, which is much better than getting them from, you know, some other country like Chile or something like that. Chile's wonderful. They give us lots of good food and everything. But I'd rather get it here in Nashville where we are and just go out to the yard and pick a pear and eat it. So, Bear?
Can you talk a bit about, like,
do you have anything to say about the pears? Very good. That was a very articulate point. Thank you for that.
Can you talk a little bit about under the tree? The drip?
The drip line, yes.
Yeah.
It's very important for a tree to not mow under it. So we put mulch under it, all these wood chips, and so we don't mow under this tree because that packs the roots and it causes a lot of erosion. It causes the wind to blow the soil away. So you really want to cover the soil, and that's what we've done here. And this tree is just absolutely thriving in the place here with the mulch since we put the wood chips on it.
You mentioned about the forest.
The forest.
Mimicking the forest.
Oh yeah, well this isn't our idea. This is what's done in every forest and every part of the world, that every year a layer of mulch comes down in the form of deciduous leaves that come down and put a layer of mulch. It's sort of like the lasagna approach to mulch. Yep. Any other questions? Okay, no. Well, we'll wind it up there. Thank you for watching our video, and thank you for sharing in our joy.
I'm sorry it's a bit dark, but it's
sorry
late.
It's a bit dark, but I came out late to go for a walk, and look what I found.